Today, I'll share with you how these three needs can kill your goals. This is the Enjoy Life podcast, here to help you choose your mindset, goals, and actions so that you can guide your life in the direction that you want it to go and enjoy it. It does take a little bit of work, some effort on your part, but that effort is worth it because this is your life and you can experience the benefits of the work that you do. And this podcast is here to help. Life doesn't magically turn out exactly how you want. It's up to you to make it happen. Now, you may not have chosen to be exactly where you're at right now in your current situation, but you will choose what you do about it. If you're ready to put forth a little bit of effort, take some small steps toward living the life that you want, then you're in the right place. Let's get started. Hello, welcome to episode 129 of Enjoy Life. I'm glad that you're here. I'm thrilled that you're here and just listening in. That means to me that you're probably interested in being a little intentional in choosing what you do and in the goals that you set because you want your life to be more how you want it to be. You're not one of those people that's just going to complain about it and not do anything. That's not going to get you anywhere. You're willing to take action and do some of the work, do some of the things necessary to take ownership of your life and make it what you want. That's awesome. I'm here to help in any way that I can. That's what this material is here for you too. So as you're pursuing your goals and the things that you want for your life, there are going to be certain things that you need, certain things that got to be in place in order to be able to make any progress, in order for you to be able to achieve those goals. But at the same time, there are certain things that you do not need. There are certain things that if you see them as needs, if they're on your needs list, if they're stopping you because you don't have them, then they can kill all progress. They can kill the possibility of you achieving your goal because these things are not needs. They're not. They're not absolute. You do not absolutely need them. So we're going to explore that today. Before I dive into that, though, real quick, I hope you got that Don't Forget You booklet that I made. I talked a little bit about it on social media, on Instagram, and I sent an email out. If you follow me and get my emails, I finished creating this short booklet on simple things that you can do to care for your well-being. Because it's all about enjoying life, and to enjoy life, we have to care for ourselves. Or even if we achieve our goals, if we haven't cared for ourselves along the way, then we're not going to be able to enjoy them. So if you didn't get that email or follow me on social media, well, go ahead and connect with me on Instagram so you can start to get those notices. But you still have a chance to get the Kindle version for free tomorrow. So if you're listening to this when it first comes out, tomorrow is July the 8th, Wednesday, July the 8th. And you can go to Amazon and you can search for Well-Being, Nick Mazey, and you'll see right there, Don't Forget You. It's a short booklet. It's like 4,000 words or something like that on simple things that you can do to care for your well-being, to help you to enjoy life more, help you to make your life more how you want it to be and make you the best self that you can be. Simple steps to care for yourself so that you can do those things. Just go to Amazon, search for Well-Being Nick Mazey, and if you do that on July 7th, Wednesday, July 7th, then you can get the Kindle version for free. If you check it out, I think that'll be great. And you can always leave a review. Let me know what you think about it. Let other people know what you think about it. And I'd really appreciate that. All right. On to today's topic. Today we're talking about 3 needs that can kill your goals. Well, I don't want you to kill your goals. I want you to achieve your goals. And so there are some things that you might need in order to be able to achieve your goals. They are not these 3 things. All right. I'm not going to talk any more about it. Let's just go ahead and dive in. The first thing that you do not need this in order to achieve your goals. You do not need motivation. What? Okay, that might be a surprising thing because there's a lot of motivational people and stuff and material out there. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with motivation. Motivation is awesome. It is great. If you feel motivated to take action and achieve your goals, awesome. Go with that. Run with it. Use that motivation, that drive. It's an amazing thing. It's an amazing feeling that can help you to spur you forward so that you can make progress. It's awesome. Motivation's great. In fact, I want to encourage you to do the things that you can do to get yourself motivated. But what I'm saying here is that it's not necessary. It's not needed. And that's where some of the trouble is. is when you look at motivation as though it's something you need, then you're not taking action, you're not moving forward, you're not pursuing and achieving your goals if you don't have that motivation. I just don't want a lack of motivation to stop you. What's really interesting to me is that a lot of times motivation shows up and starts working after I do. After I get started and I'm moving forward, that's when motivation shows up. That's why you don't need it. If you start moving, if you start taking action, if you start doing the things that you need to do, that next small step to achieve your goal, if you just start doing that, a lot of times motivation will show up after you do. After you make a tiny bit of progress, after you get up off the couch and start to exercise, after you do these things is when motivation shows up. So you don't need motivation in order to make progress towards your goals. You can use it. You can spur it on. You can do whatever you can do to get it going, but don't let it stop you from taking that action, especially that initial action, because that once you start moving, you start going forward. Then if you get a little bit of motivation, it can help push you even further and faster. You just don't need it, and you definitely don't need it to get started. Because I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, motivation is probably not gonna hit you on the couch. When I'm getting nice and comfy on the couch and watching TV and eating some snacks, no, I'm not motivated. When I get up and I start moving and I start exercising, that's when the motivation comes. So you don't need motivation. It's great. If it's there, use it. It's just not required. Another thing that's not required for you to make progress, to take action, to pursue your goals, is having abundant resources to start. Okay. Now this one might be a little bit tough too, because I've always heard, it takes money to make money and all that stuff. But the more that you believe that you have to have a lot of resources or money or things at your disposal, the more that you believe that, the more that can become that limiting barrier that's going to be about impossible to overcome. It's going to be impossible to get past it if you believe that you can't make progress towards your goals because you don't have something. Well, one thing you have to have is that desire and that willingness to pursue your goals, that burning desire and never giving up and always pushing. That's one thing you do need. But having abundant resources to start off with, that might not be a need. You might have to do the work in order to get some more resources. You might have to contact enough people to get them to partner with you. You might have to do a lot of different things to be able to make it possible to achieve what you want. Yeah, I'll buy that. But not having the resources to start off with, that's not one of those things, because when you believe that you have to have those resources, you're not going to be moving forward and making progress until you get them. You might have to work really hard to get what you need to get so that you can achieve your goals. That is okay. That's expected. Of course, you're going to have to work hard. Anything that's worthwhile and worth achieving is going to take hard work and effort and persistence. Yes, that is okay. That is good. That's a need. You got to work hard. You got to be persistent. That's a need. You might have to work hard in order to achieve those things so that you can achieve your goal. Yeah. But you don't have to have all the resources to start off with. What you do have to start is to start working hard, pursuing the goals that you have set for yourself. And if you want a little bit of help or some more material and information on creating those targets for your life, you just go to nickmazy.com, resources drop-down menu. I have stuff on creating life targets and goals and material for that. I have material on to help you take the action to move forward. Use my website as a resource, get some more stuff there. But just know that you can start taking action now, no matter where you're at. Now, if you had a ton of resources or more money or different stuff at your disposal, your initial steps might be different. Okay. But you can take that small step going forward now, no matter what. Just whatever that next small right step that you need for you is, take it. You can take it now, because the last thing that you do not need perfect timing. You don't, because there's just about never perfect timing. It's like that saying goes, I love it. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. So we can't go back in the past, and do something different. Yeah, I mean, I can go back in the past and start training and exercising more earlier on. I'd be better shape now. Okay, I can't do that because I can't time travel. But what I can do is I can start where I'm at today, and I can just start where I'm at today. It's as simple as that. And you can do the same. I was just encouraging you to go ahead and take the next small step now. Well, do that. Do that now. Now, you might have to take the step that's appropriate for the timing right now. Like if you need to make connections with people so that you can gain some insight or some assistance so that you can be able to take those next right steps for you and your goals, or to learn the right things. You might not call them if you're listening to this at 2:00 in the morning. You might not call them right now, but you can make that plan so that when it is the right time of the day, you can call them and it's an appropriate time. But right now you get that list together. Right now you can start to make a plan. Having a perfect timing does not exist. You can take the steps that you can take, do the best that you can do, make the adjustments you need to make, and that way you can move forward. What's an amazing thing about timing is that if you start wherever you're at, then as you're making progress, you can learn, you can improve, you can adapt, and all that happens over time. Now, it might not be that you had the perfect timing, but just say you missed a better time by a couple days or a couple weeks. But you spent those days and weeks or even months learning and improving and getting better. Then as time passes, you've done nothing but get better. It's like that great Jim Rohn saying, don't wish that it were easier, wish that you were better. Well, spend your time taking action, moving forward and getting better, improving. And then no matter what, you're better off because you've spent that time well, because you're making progress towards your goals, getting better. And that's something that I think that we all can enjoy and appreciate is the effort and the effort that we put into our goals and the progress that we make. That's awesome things. That's what I want for you in your life. So do not let these three things, thinking that these three things are needs, don't let that stop you. You do not need the motivation or all the resources or perfect timing. You can take the next step towards your goals, and you can take it today, and you can start making progress. This is your life. Be intentional with what you do and how you spend your time, because this is our one and only life that we get. At least that's what I believe. So make the absolute most of it, every single day. Because I believe that it is up to you to choose your actions and what you do. And I believe that you are capable of so much. I truly do. And that's a little bit related to one of the things that I really think is important for you to do, for me to do, for all of us to do, is to care for ourselves so that we can be the best versions of ourselves, so that we can perform at our best, and make the progress for our lives. That's why I created that booklet I mentioned earlier about don't forget you. You are important. You got to care for yourself. And just a reminder, tomorrow, Wednesday, July the 7th, you can get the Kindle version for free on Amazon. Just search for Well-Being Nick Mazey. It should pop up at the top of the list, if there's any list at all. And get it there. Take a small, simple step toward caring for yourself, and you'll be able to reap the benefits. All right, well, that's all I got for today's episode. I really hope you enjoyed that episode and got some value out of it. If you did enjoy it, please rate and review this podcast, either on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. It will really help more people find it. There's so many podcasts out there these days that I really rely on you to share this material so that more people can find it. You can always just share it with a friend. You can send them to nickmazey.com, or like I said, rate and review this podcast. Any of those is a huge help, a huge benefit, and I sincerely appreciate it. And also, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to connect with you. You can find me on Instagram, just at Nick Mazey. Send me a message. Tell me anything that you like, or how I can improve, or just information you'd like to hear about on this podcast or through any of my material. And as always, you can go to nickmazey.com for more resources and topics just related to helping you guide your life to go in the direction that you want it to go and enjoy it.